Greetings, thanks for popping by. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell icon to be notified when fresh content is posted. And if you like my reaction to this video, please leave a comment in the comment section. Also, you can support my channel by listening to the book, Dismantling America: How America is Being Destroyed from the Inside, using the link in the show notes. Now let's get started.
Right now, leaning towards Trump, but I haven't made a decision. I'm also concerned about the way I feel President Biden was pushed aside.
Oh.
A poco tiempo de las elecciones.
And so close to the elections, I believe these are extraordinary circumstances.
Given how close we are to the election. So, la pregunta, Mario?
And Mario's question?
The question, Mario.
So the question is, how can you clarify this whole process and how you were elected?
Sure. And first of all, thank you for being so candid.
Yeah,
and
so Kamala is being, she's doing a town hall, and a Hispanic voter, I assume, is asking, how did we get here? I think that's what he's asking. Like, how did we wind up with you? We didn't see a Democratic primary within the Democratic Party. No one was allowed to compete against you. And we woke up and the next day you were it. That doesn't sound very democratic. So how did you wind up becoming the Democratic nominee or the Democrat nominee? So let's see what answers she gives.
Allowing me to answer the question. Thank you. President Biden made a decision that I think history will show was probably one of the most courageous.
Oh man, I think the Democrat Party has perfected the art of lathering and BSing and, just using sly and slippery words to say everything and nothing, because now she's about to, commence into the Biden will be remembered historically as being selfless.
That a president could make.
He was forced out. He was told, you either step down or else. That's not a selfless act. He was self-preservation.
Which is he decided to put country above his personal interest.
He should have done that by not running in 2020.
And he made that decision. He within that same period of time, supported my candidacy and urged me to run. He and I have been partners for the last 4 years as his vice president, to him as the president. And I am honored to have earned the Democratic nomination. A
Democratic nomination happens when there is a primary and you are voted for.
Honored to have the.
It's like saying that what's the worst soccer team in the world right now? Whatever that team, that national team is. Imagine that national team being interviewed because they had just won the World Cup and no game had been played. There was no competition. They didn't qualify for the World Cup. In fact, they didn't play at the World Cup. We just woke up and the next day FIFA had awarded them the World Cup and they were now world champions and they were dead last. That's what this feels like to a lot of people. She did not qualify. She couldn't even defeat Tulsi Gabbard during the primaries they had for the 2020 elections. She couldn't. All right, Tulsi raked her up and down the coals, and she dropped out. So Joe Biden picked her because he promised the American people that he would select a black vice president, and she was it. So this long-winded answer is going to get interesting.
Endorsement of people from every walk of life. You will probably find that I probably have a bigger coalition of people who couldn't seem to be.
No, you see, when people are speaking and they start using their bodies to kind of push out their words, it's a show of desperation. They desperately want you to accept what they have to say. All right. And that's one thing that I've understood. I speak publicly and I don't, I find that when you're calm and you're speaking the truth and facts, you don't need to do this. But when you're desperately trying to back up your words with some kind of supporting statement that isn't actually a supporting statement, you do stuff like that. You try to let people. It's like, I heard a story. I hope you stick around this long because I hope I'm not ranting. A colleague at work said this, that they were told that if you meet a bear in the middle of the woods, if you meet a big bear in the middle of the woods, walk back up to a tree that's taller than you and taller than the bear, okay? Back up to it, all right? And then make yourself as big as you can. Raise your hands, all right? And stretch and make yourself as big as you can. That's kind of a defense mechanism, and when you study wildlife, you find that most animals have a defense mechanism where they kind of puff and they try to make themselves bigger. This is a defense mechanism. It looks like one. She's doing this, trying to make herself bigger. She's not. It's not working.
Be more different than each other who have come together around my candidacy. From 200 Republicans who worked with and for both Presidents Bush.
That voted for the invasion into Iraq. Let's also keep that in mind.
John McCain, Mitt Romney, including Liz Cheney, the former Congresswoman.
Those three names should not even have been spoken. They're all war hawks.
Woman, and her father, the former Vice President, Dick Cheney.
Oh, come on. America, please go back, research these names, what they stand for. And if they are supporting her, then that's a picture of what the next 8 years of America is going to look like. They're already courting a world war with Russia. They are. With her in office, they get their world war. That's what it looks like. All right, that's what it looks like. Let me repeat again, I'm not American. I'm not a Democrat or Republican or centrist. I'm not left or right or centrist, conservative or liberal. I'm not any of those things. I'm a casual bystander who wants the world to work the way God intended it to work. I'm a disciple of Jesus, and I want to see truth run things in this world. And I'm just giving my feedback.
Who was supporting me. Former members, very esteemed members, including generals of the national security community. I have the endorsement and support of Alberto Gonzales most recently, who of course was Attorney General. I have the support of people from every background. And
who is Alberto Gonzales? Now, is she having this town hall in California? Because if she is, it's not a good look too.
And I believe this is the reason why. It is incredibly important, and I know you and I can see you are a patriot, that we have the President of the United States who honors the oath that they take to support the Constitution.
She's about to flip. I haven't seen this interview before. This feels like she's about to flip and start bashing Trump.
Constitution of the United States.
Let's see.
There is a huge contrast in this election.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump has said,
if this was a lottery ticket, it's a lottery ticket. Predictable.
that he will be a dictator on day one.
Kamala, you're going to make this reaction video a long one, he said. And that was being sarcastic, because when you are sworn into office, you have to write executive orders. That's what he meant. An executive order is an order that doesn't have to go through Congress. He gets that day to write executive orders to push certain things through to kickstart his government. Kamala Harris, please stop telling these lies.
Many people come from back.
He said, I'll be a dictator on day one, but he was joking. Donald Trump tells jokes. He's a jokester. He says it and he's like, okay, yeah, that's what I said. And he said it in other interviews. I was joking, and she still uses it. When someone says I was joking, and then another person runs around and keeps saying the thing that person said as if they were serious. I have a question for you. Does it show a high level of intelligence when someone keeps doing that, or a very low level of integrity? Let me know in the comment section.
Backgrounds and countries of origin, and we know what that means when you're talking about someone who wants to be president of the United States and wants to be a dictator, and what that means in terms of taking freedoms from their people. Donald Trump has said he would weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies. I urge you to look at...
Did he say that? Bring the receipts. It's really very simple. Let's keep listening.
Project 2025, and you will see.
Again, Project 2025, not affiliated with Donald Trump. The Heritage Foundation has been releasing these white papers for years. And then something comes out and you want to use that to smear Donald Trump. He has nothing to do with that project, and you guys keep lying and lying and lying. Let's put the lies on a scale. The number of lies told by one party and number of lies told by the other party. Which party has told fewer lies? Let me know in the comment section.
See, he will strip the Department of Justice of its independence and put in and hire across the board, instead of career public servants, his people.
That's what you guys did with the Secret Service and with the DOJ. This is the playbook of Marxists. Accuse the other side of what you are already doing. And it's unfortunate that it is the educational level of the average voter in the world is so low that politicians like her and others like her can get away with things like this.
Who are his loyalists. Donald Trump said he would, and I'm using a quotation, terminate the Constitution of the United States. Imagine the Constitution of the United States, which guarantees the Fourth Amendment against unreasonable search and seizure by a government on you. The Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment. So I believe that the stakes right now are extraordinarily high, and potentially, some might say, historians have said, unprecedented. And so maybe the whole situation, including your point, is a bit unprecedented.
You've not answered the question.
But this is an unusual time where we are literally having a choice as the American people about choosing a path, either that is about rule of law, democracy, or something that is about admiring dictators and autocracy. Did you see the most recent report about the COVID? We talked about COVID, the COVID test.
Okay, so this has been a very long reaction video because it was a long video, and Kamala Harris broke the record of the most lies told within a 4-minute video, I think. Let me know in the comments section if this has been the most lies told by her in a 4-minute video, because I've had to pause and make a comment on each of the things that she said. Being non-partisan is very hard, because at some point when you begin to see points leaning to one side, you begin to you begin to lean more to one side and you begin to look less and less partisan. And I really do want to stay non-partisan with the whole thing. If you're going to tell me what Trump did that was wrong, tell me the truth about the situation. Don't embellish and don't tell lies. And Kamala has been she's won the Olympic gold medal for during this campaign for the most lies told about a political opponent. She's twisted his words and made statements that he didn't make, and she has been stellar at doing that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about my reaction and whether I have started sounding non-partisan during the course of this particular video, because I think I did. But I try to keep it as even as I possibly can. I'm reviewing her speech, and when I listen to Donald Trump's speeches and I react to his videos, I can't find anything in there that I can evidently say not true. But when I listen to a video like this and Kamala Harris says something like, he said he'll be a dictator from day one, and I watch the same video and I see what Donald Trump was saying when she says things like, he says there'll be a bloodbath, and I watch the same video and I see that Donald Trump did not mean what she said. What she said he meant. Then it begins to poll very low for individuals like Kamala Harris in my books. Let me know what you think of my reaction. Did you like it? Did you not like it? It was a long one. Hope you enjoyed this long video, but let me know what you think in the comment section. And YouTube thinks this other video will be fantastic for you.